Emma Navarro's epic comeback defeats Barbora Krejcikova at Wimbledon 2025. Emma Navarro upsets defending champion Barbora Krejcikova at Wimbledon tennis highlights. Barbora Krejcikova's emotional Wimbledon exit, a battle against illness. Emma Navarro's epic comeback defeats Barbora Krejcikova at Wimbledon 2025. Wimbledon's defending champion Barbora Krejcikova just faced a brutal reality check. Her title reign is over, courtesy of a gritty American underdog. Emma Navarro, ranked among the top 10, staged a dramatic comeback to oust Krejcikova 2-6, 6-3, 6-4 in the third round, ensuring the All England club will crown its *9th consecutive first-time women's champion *, a record streak that's left the sport scratching its head. Navarro, 24, embodies the relentless spirit of an NCAA champion. She won the 2021 title for the University of Virginia. Down a set and a break, she transformed into a tactical bulldog, leveraging her razor-sharp slice and unflappable nerve to dismantle Krejcikova's game. "I'm stubborn," Navarro admitted post-match. "My family doesn't give up. Ever." That DNA paid off. While Krejcikova imploded with 53 unforced errors, Navarro committed just 11. The American exploited every crack, including a pivotal third-set break after Krejcikova required a medical timeout for blood pressure checks. But here's where it gets controversial. Was Krejcikova's meltdown purely physical, or did Navarro's scrappy strategy expose deeper flaws in the champion's psyche? Krejcikova, who tumbled from number 17 to outside the top 70, called the loss very sad, but Navarro's fans argue her win was no fluke. This isn't her first rodeo. She eliminated Coco Gauff at Wimbledon and the US Open last year, and now ties Sabalenka and Gauff for the most round of 16 appearances in 6 majors. The fallout? Iga Swiatek is now the lone major champion left in the draw after Elena Rybakina and Marketa Vondrousova crashed out. Navarro next faces 18-year-old Mira Andreeva for a quarterfinal spot, but the real question lingers: is Wimbledon's era of one-and-done champs a sign of parity or instability? Sound off. Do you think Navarro has what it takes to ride this momentum to the final? Emma Navarro upsets defending champion Barbora Krejcikova at Wimbledon tennis highlights. Imagine the heart-wrenching scene. The defending champion, Barbora Krejcikova, walks off number 1 court to a standing ovation, her eyes filled with tears. She had just lost a grueling match against the number 10 seed, Emma Navarro, in a 2-6, 6-3, 6-4 battle that left her visibly distressed. This wasn't just any loss. It was a historic one, marking only the third time in the Open era that the women's defending champion has fallen in the third round, following Venus Williams in 2006 and Petra Kvitova in 2015. But here's where it gets controversial. Was it the injuries that did her in, or was it Navarro's relentless strategy? Let's dive in. Navarro, who had to come back from dropping the first set, had a tough time finding her rhythm due to Krejcikova's injury timeouts. It was tough conditions, Navarro admitted. She was dealing with some injury timeouts. It definitely was tough to find my rhythm. But I stuck in there, toughed it out. The match started with Navarro holding her serve, but Krejcikova quickly got back on track with an ace and a well-timed slice, making it 1-1. Then, the rain interrupted play for 15 minutes, but Krejcikova fought back with a double break, her smooth forehands leaving Navarro scrambling. Serving to stay in the set, Navarro targeted Krejcikova's backhand and took the game due to a wayward shot from the Czech. The 29-year-old, seeded 17, responded with a quick serve and forehand combination, then clinched the set with an accurate serve. Hoping to come back from her first set dropped at Wimbledon, Navarro held before breaking with creative shot-making. Krejcikova failed to deal with a tricky lob before a backhand into the net took the match to a decider and upped her unforced error count to 17 in the set. After composing herself in the locker room, Krejcikova held before failing to take 5 chances to break. Navarro then followed up her own hold with a break after Krejcikova's 6th double fault and sliced straight into the net. two back-to-back breaks from both gave Navarro a 3-2 lead before another pause in play as Krejcikova had her blood pressure checked. Despite looking exhausted and in tears, the older player continued to fight, but Navarro held twice before sealing the win with an unreturnable serve down the line. "The first set I was playing too fast and playing into her game, letting her do what she wanted to do," Navarro explained. "She was doing it really well. I regrouped, tried to slow things down a bit from my side and make her look at some different shots. Just tried to make her as uncomfortable as I could. And this is the part most people miss." Navarro's strategy was not just about power, it was about precision and adaptability. She changed her game plan mid-match, slowing down her pace and forcing Krejcikova to adapt. This is a masterclass in tennis strategy, and it's something every aspiring player should study. Meanwhile, Mira Andreeva continued her remarkable run, defeating Hailey Baptiste 6-1, 6-3. The Russian has now won 35 WTA Tour main draw matches in 2025, the third most behind the world number 1, Aryna Sabalenka, 44, and Iga Swiatek, 37, and is the youngest player to reach the fourth round at the first three slams of the season since Nicole Vadisova in 2006. "My goal for the match was just to stay focused and be aggressive," said Andreeva. "I'm super happy with my level today." For Baptiste, who fell in qualifying at Nottingham and Eastbourne, her lack of experience on grass was evident. Her strong forehand and serve were not under control, and she struggled to keep up with Andreeva's precise drop shots and aggressive play. Franklin Tiafoe, Baptiste's coach, was joined in the box by his twin, Francis. Baptiste is a childhood friend and credits the brothers for helping her rise through the ranks. She began nervously, double faulting to give Andreeva an early break, and the 18-year-old capitalized with a comfortable hold, using precise drop shots to establish an early lead. Andreeva failed to return a 121 mph serve in the Americans' composed second service game. Baptiste continued the pressure on Andreeva's serve, forcing juice with close net action, but another break and hold from the Russian, with her backhand helping her hit 10 winners in the set, made it 5-1. Serving to stay in the set, Baptiste attacked from the off in an attempt to narrow the gaps, but Andreeva hit 2 more winners to break. In the second set, Baptiste targeted Andreeva's weaker forehand, but despite some wobbly points, the number 7 seed held serve. A first ace on Baptiste's serve helped to make it 1-1. A hold and a break from Andreeva followed, with Baptiste still unable to control her long forehands. "I found a good balance between slicing and changing the rhythm with the forehand," said Andreeva. "When I had time I used my forehand. It gave me a lot of benefits." Baptiste remained patient and broke. Andreeva broke back immediately to love and held after Baptiste failed to take 5 break points before securing the win. Meanwhile, Klara Torzen secured her first win against Elena Rybakina, 7-6, 6, 6-3, and a meeting with Swiatek in the fourth round. Before this week, the world number 22 had never won a main draw match here, but she displayed good form to secure her first top 20 win on grass. It was a disappointing performance from the 2022 champion, who failed to capitalize on a main draw that had lost 6 top 10 seeds. So, what do you think? Was Navarro's strategy the key to her victory, or was it Krejcikova's injuries that sealed her fate? And how does Andreeva's rise compare to other young talents in the game? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Barbora Krejcikova's emotional Wimbledon exit, a battle against illness. The curse of Wimbledon. Defending champion Barbora Krejcikova falls in heartbreaking third-round collapse. July 5, 2025, 3:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The All England Club, London. In a stunning turn of events, the women's singles draw at Wimbledon has been completely cleared of former champions. The last remaining title holder, Barbora Krejcikova, joined Elena Rybakina in an early tournament exit Saturday, but not before delivering one of the most emotionally charged performances in recent memory. Here's what makes this shocking. For the first time in Open-era history, not a single top 10 seed at Wimbledon holds a previous championship title. And this year's defending champion? Gone before the second week, continuing a bizarre decade-long trend where no woman has successfully defended her Wimbledon crown. Krejcikova's match against American rising star Emma Navarro, seeded number 10, started as a masterclass, with the Czech star leading by a set and a break. Then, in a twist that left fans and commentators stunned, her body betrayed her. Midway through the decisive third set, tournament medics rushed to check Krejcikova's blood pressure as she visibly struggled, receiving bananas, energy gels, and fluids in a desperate attempt to continue. It was like watching a boxer clinging to the ropes, one spectator remarked. The 29-year-old former champion, who nearly fainted during last year's Olympics and missed 6 months with a back injury, reached her physical breaking point. In a heartbreaking moment, she collapsed against the back netting in tears at 5-3 down, yet somehow summoned the will to hold serve one final time before Navarro closed out the 2-6, 6-3, 6-4 victory. The first set felt perfect, then my energy vanished, Krejcikova confessed afterward, her voice shaking. I thought it was bad timing with food, but nothing helped. I kept getting worse. Tournament officials later confirmed she'd been treated for severe dizziness. Now, let's address the elephant in the room. Why can't ANY recent Wimbledon champion defend their title? Since Serena Williams' 2016 victory, the last successful defense, 7 different women have lifted the trophy, with none advancing past the quarterfinals the following year. Last year's champ Marketa Vondrousova? First round exit. 2022 winner Rybakina? Lost in the quarters. This isn't a coincidence, it's a pattern begging for analysis. Controversial take: is the pressure of defending Wimbledon uniquely brutal compared to other slams? Or does the grass court's unpredictable nature disproportionately punish champions? Drop your theories in the comments. Despite the loss, Krejcikova's fighting spirit reminded everyone why she became champion. Navarro, though victorious, showed momentary paralysis against a compromised opponent, reminiscent of Alcaraz's struggle versus Djokovic at January's Australian Open. The American converted a clinical 5/6 breakpoints compared to Krejcikova's 5/18, a stat that ultimately decided the match. With this defeat, Krejcikova plummets to number 77 in the rankings, a harsh consequence for a player battling far more than just her opponent. Meanwhile, Navarro advances to face number 7 seed Mira Andreeva in what promises to be a thrilling fourth-round clash between two of the tour's brightest young stars. Final thought to debate: in an era where physical endurance defines tennis success, should tournaments implement better medical protocols when players clearly shouldn't continue? Was it inspiring or concerning to see Krejcikova push herself to collapse? Sound off below. Photo credit: Henry Nichols, AFP via Getty Images. Charlie Eccleshare, the Athletics tennis specialist and former Tottenham Hotspur reporter, has covered elite sports for over a decade. Follow his insights at CD Eccleshare.